one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that...
It's Madden NFL 23, and this...
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10.
Cousins now.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive. Charles is now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Cousins. Finding Green complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
throwing, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Got an open man, it's Pringle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. The slot man in motion right. Montgomery on the counter. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Bears have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now...
And this is caught! Touchdown, Chicago! Velus Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Cousins to throw it. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Irv Smith, and partner. It just feels like this is his year, because you remember him as a second rounder in 2019, and he had to share the starting job at tight end in his first 2 seasons. After almost 700 yards and 7 touchdowns, the job is truly his here in Minnesota.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion is his record play. 22 straight completions to start the game. This guy's on fire.
Cousins on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. Down there, it's 3-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Muse with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams, as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Justin Fields and the rest of the Chicago offense. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A give up the middle to Evans.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal of 32 yards.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Fields. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darrynton Evans, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Thank you.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. To throw again on second down. Cousins going right back to Wilson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Cousins again. And the reception made by Green. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little more momentum.
Because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they'll get to it again. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and and get rid of it.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal.
Evans will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Now Cousins. Green brings it in.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Kyler Gordon stopped that play before it ever got going. Great job. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as and we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field. I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, Rankin maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Darrynton Evans.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrynton Evans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this. To a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Cousins. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Cousins now from the 50.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there.
And the ball is knocked out. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we have coaches say all the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language. Maybe
he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Evans. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run.